going on too long. This dream where everything went wrong. I wanna scream, somebody shake me. But in the darkness, you see the truth is a light is shining like the lightning. I'm gonna let go. It's how we're gonna roll, turn the tide against the storm. I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna fly. You knock me down. I'm gonna rise like the sun. Radiate up from the door. You see my scars, but you won't deny the look in my eyes. I become a radiate. There's no mercy in shadows, hard lines breaking through windows, dark times losing our breaking apart, breaking my heart. But in the darkness, you see the truth face. The storm is coming, watch the lightning. I'm gonna let go. It's how we gonna roll, turn the tide against the storm. I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna fly. You knock me down. I'm gonna rise like the sun. Radiate up from the door. You see my scars, but you won't deny the look in my eyes. I become a radiate. Nightmares stealing all your sleep, darkness coming after me. Ooh, you're living in a dream. Ooh, choke up, this is the real thing. Tired of evil rising, eat, laugh, waking up, suffering. Not gonna take me, I'm gonna swing it. I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna fly. You knock me down. I'm gonna rise like the sun. Up from the door. You see my scars, but you won't deny the look in my eyes. I become a radiant, 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 radiant,
Easy came and easy went. Mama said there's days like this. Count your blessings in the wind. Even when the storm rolls in. Then the earth I felt it shake. And the sun I saw it fade. And the truth I heard it break. I knew trouble was on its way. But I'm still standing. Got my feet again this ground. There ain't nothing but to stop me now. I'm still standing. Crashing dreams and falling. my feet dug in this ground. No, ain't nothing about to stop me now. I'm still standing. Got my feet dug in this ground. No, ain't nothing gonna knock me down. I'm still standing. Howling winds and driving rain, treading water in this hurricane. I'm still standing. Well, I got the fire. I got the fire, yeah. I'm still standing. Yeah. Treading water in this hurricane. I'm still standing.
If you leave me to my own device, I never have to compromise. The city is like a jungle, gotta make it mine. Put my fears right out of sight, beat the hustle, better get it right. In a game where the strong survive, only the strong survive. Your chains will not hold me down, the break and fall to the ground. Can't tame these lions inside. The power is raining like thunder, ready for a fight. These lions inside. These lions inside. These lions inside. These lions inside. I had to learn to be the hero. I started on a heaven zero in a city like a jungle. I had to get mine, never give, you gotta take. Be the catapult to storm the gates, cause the champion is never giving in. See you through till the end of days, till the end of days. Your chains will not hold me down, the break and fall to the ground. Can't tame these lions inside. The power is raining like thunder, ready for a fight. These lions inside. These lions inside. Can't tame these lions inside. Can't tame these lions inside. The ground that they're walking ain't cutting through their skin. They're hunting down their prey to the bitter end. The ground that they're walking ain't cutting through their skin. They're hunting down their prey to the bitter end. The ground that they're walking ain't cutting through their skin. They're hunting down their prey. Let the games begin. Your chains will not hold me down. The break and fall to the ground. Can't tame these lions inside. The power is raining like thunder, ready for a fight. These lions inside. These lions inside.
Yo, what's up, everyone? Happy Saturday, Patrick. How you doing?
I'm all right, man. Living the dream.
Living the dream. Living the dream. Yeah. Same on my end. How was your week? Did you get any work done?
Actually, I did.
That's good.
I got a lot of work done.
That's good. I'm sure your manager is really happy to hear that.
That's right. That's right. We're heading out to, especially since we're going to be away for a little bit coming up, heading out to Germany. So
next week.
Yeah.
Well, not next week. The week after, because technically.
Well, we're leaving on Saturday though. We're
leaving a week from today. Yes.
Yeah.
We'll still have the live stream next Saturday because our flight's not till late afternoon. So
yeah.
But yeah. Next Saturday we fly. What?
Got money.
Oh, you got money. Oh, nice.
I do.
Nice. Yes, this is my Thomas. This is my nerd sword shirt. So lots of things on there. So it is amazing. Excellent. Well, welcome everyone. Glad you made it. Matthew, I wore this specifically for you. I thought of you when I put this on. Although that sounds a little. Anyway. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday. If you are new to the live stream or new to Guy in a Cube in general, put hashtag new in the chat. We always love seeing the new faces. Just want to say hi and welcome you here. I won't tell Crystal, I promise. She won't care. Ben, not live from the airport. We'll be doing live here. Mm-hmm. And then a few hours later, we'll go travel to the airport. So, yeah. Yes. Also, shout out to the members of Guy in a Cube. We love all the support that you give us. Thank you very much for that. It helps us do what we do here on the channel. If you see folks with the green name or the Guy in a Cube kind of icon next to their name, those are members. So thank you so much for that. Chris, live from Oktoberfest. I wish.
In October. In October.
We'll be in Belgium.
Thing, right?
We'll be in Belgium.
Yeah, we'll be in Belgium. Yeah,
Not in Germany, but yeah. So yeah, members, thank you so much. If you want to learn more about being a member, check out the link on the screen, or you can hit the join button down below. No commitment required. Just thank you for checking it out. It's always great to have y'all. And then members, hold your questions until the second half. Chatmaster C will let you know when you can get your questions in. Whatever. Chatmaster C. Oh my gosh. Yes. All right. And then there were a few. Let me get rid of that. And then there were a few things. So I saw Stina in Texas, member for 27 months. Thank you so much. Love having you here every time. Learning every day from these guys. I love it. And then Benny, as always, thank you for your support. Benny has been a member for 39 months. That blows my mind. And Benny's the one we're going to see in Belgium in October. Looking forward to Data Minds Connect.
Yeah.
So when Benny asked, when are the 36-month member badges coming? YouTube doesn't give me that many spaces, so I gotta optimize. That's why you have the infinity logo on yours. It's like you've just been there forever. And then Christian saying member for 37 months. Thank you, sir. You've been around forever. Hashtag new some time ago. Yes, sir. All right, let's see who we've got. So we've got Thomas is new. Noki is new. Let's see. Yeah, Miss Melinda, Belgian beer is good.
It's amazing.
Yes,
It's amazing. It's amazing. Hands down.
Yeah. Els, good to see you. I don't see any other new. There's only a couple new. So Thomas and Noki, welcome. Glad you made it. Glad you're here. All right. Anything else I'm forgetting, Patrick? Oh, Stephen is new. Stephen is new as well. Welcome, Stephen. Glad you made it.
So before why is Oktoberfest in September?
That is a really good question. I don't know.
There's lots of conferences coming up, right? There's lots of conferences coming. Before we get into all the questions and stuff, there's lots of conferences coming up. Check it out. They're all around the world, right? We're going to Germany. We're going to Vegas. We're going to Belgium. We're coming back and go to Seattle. Then we're back in Vegas. All these conferences.
At some point,
we'll list them somewhere. And Belgian fries are amazing. Oh, yes. They are amazing French fries.
Do you get the mayonnaise? Or is that more of another one?
So I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this. Okay. I was hesitant about the mayonnaise, and then I tried it. It's not bad. It is not bad. You heard it here. It is not bad. It is not bad. I'm okay with the mayonnaise.
It's unnatural.
Okay with the mayonnaise.
It's unnatural.
I don't know, man. Well, people tell me I'm unnatural, so I'm okay with the mayonnaise.
And when you put the red ketchup bottle and the blue mustard bottle in front of you, and both of them have mayonnaise, that is not a great experience.
I don't know. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. It's not great. See, that's what Chris says. It's not great, but it's okay. I'm okay with the mail.
Hashtag no mail.
We're gonna be in Vegas. We're gonna be in Vegas with Jason. We get to hang out with
Power
Jason
Platform
and a whole bunch of
Conference.
people.
First week of October.
Power Platform Conference. Yep. Yep.
All right.
Anyway,
It's going to be great.
So,
Yes. And then I saw Russell, new from Australia. Welcome, Russell. And thank you. Just everyone
Welcome, Russell.
that joins from like Asia Pacific area. Y'all are bananas. Like I appreciate it, but it's really late there right now. So that is some that's crazy.
So Amrita says garlic mayo.
Garlic mayo and fries.
Ooh, I have to try that. Ooh. What's the second thing in Vegas? Yeah. Stay tuned.
Man, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Maybe
Stay
Patrick
tuned.
just wants to go back to Vegas. I don't know. Do we need a reason to go?
I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop. I've said too much already. Beer, chocolate, and waffles.
Matthew said fries in a cube. I thought it at first. I read it as fries in a cube, and I'm like, a Cuban sandwich is really good too. So now I'm thinking about
It is.
food. All right. Enough of that. I think we got everything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we got anything. Let's
Patrick,
go. We're 7
enough
minutes
all this
in. Let's
talking.
answer some questions.
Let's head over to the queue. All right. Cody's got a question here. I started a fabric trial in U.S. Central Region. I'm so sorry. A while back. Any update on availability and will the 60 days reset? So, as far as I know right now, during the public preview, the 60-day trial things are just being perpetually extended as long as you're using it. So be aware of that. In terms of North Central Region, I have no info on that. I don't know. If there is availability there that's opening up. So that's a lot of that's like hardware availability in a data region. So I don't know. I have no info. So what is Jason said? Click the date. What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm laughing at Matthew's question. I don't know what Jason meant by click the date.
Without eating breakfast. I never eat breakfast. I never eat before the stream. I don't.
No way. No way.
I'm sorry.
I'm
so
not
so
sure
coach.
what Jason means.
Yeah, I don't know what Jason means. Click the date.
I don't know what Jason means.
Oh, the trial date,
trial date
is how
is
you
how
get
you-
it to extend. Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
okay,
I thought they were automatically like just pumping it. Yeah. Yeah.
Mine just
and
stays at 59
David
days.
said this is just 59. They're doing that during the public
Yeah.
preview, so enjoy it while you can. But you got to be using it though. So if you stop using it for a while, then that ain't gonna happen. So, that perma 59 days. Don't get used to that. After GA, that will not be a thing. So just enjoy it while you can. Yes.
Adam,
yes.
when is GA?
I don't know. They haven't announced it.
Oh.
I'm waiting.
Oh,
I'm waiting
okay.
like everyone.
Okay.
The P in
Okay.
fabric is for patience.
See, look at Benny. Benny asked the same question. When is GA?
I don't know, Benny. Benny, I've got a question for you. When do we get Copilot in Power BI? I don't know.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wait, you just published a video. You already said there's Copilot in Power BI. You did a video
I
on
did.
this.
That well, sure. Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, really though, we asked Jason about when is Copilot in Power BI, right? That's a Jason question, not a Benny question.
That is definitely a Jason question.
Yes, I do need to update my networking skills. We don't have it in GynaCube. I don't know what to tell you.
No.
Nothing in GynaCube. All right. All right.
No in-house. Jason's not in the house.
All right, Martin. Is there any way to see in advance what running Fabric would cost me when the trial ends and I continue with everything I've put in place? All right. What do you think, Patrick? I've got something I can show here, but what do you think?
Go for it. Go.
right.
Do you.
All right. Hang on. The problem is Patrick has not been really pushing things, and so the data here is very minimal. But let's head over to my laptop or my machine, not my laptop. All right. So the answer here, Martin, is the Premium Capacity Metrics app. And so I know this is small. I'm going to zoom in. But when you look at this visual here, one thing you'll see here is background and interactive preview. And so what this is for your Fabric workloads that are not Power BI, because Power BI is part of Fabric. But those items that are in public preview, they are not, right now, as of today, they are not being counted against your capacity unit allotment, right? So you can get an idea for what it's taking as part of that, and you're not going to get throttled. So, and so as with this, you'll see here, and I know it's a little hard to see, but you'll see like these blue lines here, right? So these are background preview items. So these are things that are running in the capacity. But if you've got a lot of activity, you'll see it come up. You'll see where your 100% line is. So you can gauge like what it is you're doing right now, and then see, is this going to be covered by an F64, an F128? Like, what is it? So the trials right now are equivalent of an F64. So you'll be able to gauge based on that. And then further, you'll see down here like different items, right? So we can see different artifacts that are here, or different items, whatever, and then what they're taking from a CU perspective, which is where the cost is going to be. And right now I'm highlighted on Lakehouse, but you can go look at other items as well. So those are all things you can do to. This is how you gauge it, right? This is how you know from a CPU or CU perspective. So.
Okay, so insane, amazing data warehouse, lots of laugh. He's looking at our workspace name.
That's how we roll.
One more thing. So Stephanie Bruno wrote a blog post about Fabric pricing scenarios. Go to my. I'll put the link in the chat. Go to my screen. And I proofread it for.
I don't see the link in the
week.
chat, Mr. Patrick.
I haven't put it in the chat yet.
Oh,
I haven't put it in the chat.
You said you did.
I haven't.
So, okay.
I said, go to my screen. And so you can see she talks about, what you need. She even built a Power BI report. You select what you want, and it kind of tells you, which licensing you want. It's not exactly what Adam was showing, but it'll give you a gauge, and it talks about pricing and everything that's available, different scenarios. So it's pretty cool what she wrote. So I'll put this in the chat.
Okay, I just see Power BI desktop. I didn't see a blog post.
Oh, you don't see Power. I don't have Power BI desktop.
I see Power BI desktop. Remember, it was like lagging before, like you didn't.
Okay, I just put a link in the chat. There you go.
So
take a look at it.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with it.
Let me do this. Hang on.
Oh.
Yeah, you're doing something
wrong.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So
keep going.
So here is the blog post that Patrick is referring to. So
yeah.
Yep. So awesome stuff. This is a way though that you can track it. Now I do like Daniel had a great comment. I think it was Daniel. Where'd it go? I thought it was. What was it? Where is it? Oh no, it was David. Sorry. So David commented, one thing to beware with trials, though, is they're from an individual basis. And so you need to make sure that all the workspaces you are looking to gauge in terms of if you have enough capacity, make sure they're all on that same trial capacity and or real capacity if you've went out and purchased like an F SKU or if you have a P SKU. Make sure all the workspaces you're trying to gauge are on the same workspace. That is a great comment.
Yeah.
There was something else. Never mind. All right. Benny said something about logarithmic. Yes, maybe. I am not showing that yet, though. So
can you see my screen now, Adam? Can you see my screen now?
Yes, I see the blog post.
Okay.
All
right,
Patrick fixed his technical thing. All right. Yeah, and then Martin, definitely go check out the Capacity Metrics app. I saw another comment in there. I don't remember who it was from. It's kind of scrolled on now. Is this from the admin portal? No. If you go to apps, actually, let me go back to my machine so you can see where to get this. If we go back, if you go to apps and then you go up to get apps and search for Fabric, you'll see the Microsoft Fabric capacity metrics, and then you can install it. The only requirement is you have to be an admin, either a tenant admin, like a Fabric administrator, and/or an administrator of the capacity in order to see the data. And then within the app, if you have multiple capacities, you can switch between them and whatnot. So, yep. Cool. Yes, Jason, you're not seeing it, but I can see. I have many things I can see right now. All right, cool. So that was Martin's. Philippe. All right, this is a good question. This question was the first comment in the chat, and then we asked him to repost it with the Q colon. All right, my data model has non-additive measures with 2 fact tables, 200 million plus rows each, and often maxes out resources in Power BI Premium P1. How do we handle that? Pre-calculate all combinations? Oh, Patrick. Oh. What do you think?
You know, I feel C-Mark. Yeah,
Phil Seymour.
I don't have enough information.
It depends.
Adam, we
It
talked
depends.
about this.
Yes, it absolutely depends.
There's just not enough information here for me to give you an answer. But if I think about the most common non-additive measure, it's distinct count. Like if I wanted to get this distinct number of products sold in a month, I can't just sum up the distinct products sold daily and that'll give me the distinct ones that sold in a month. There's something I need to do in
Or
the DAX,
a percentage is a good example as well.
That's another example, right?
Yeah.
And so it doesn't make any sense to sum those up, right?
Yes.
And so you got to figure out in the back end how to handle it. Maybe you can break them down to a more distinct combination scale. I don't know. I just don't have enough information to say, oh, you should do this, you should do that, because this could be the structure of your fact table has too many strings on it. This could be there's other things on the capacity that's causing it to max out. Are you maxing out from a refresh perspective? Are you maxing out from an interactive perspective? There's so many different things that I could think of that could be causing you to max out the capacity. So I need some more information.
So I just dropped a link in the chat. I know Matthew had dropped some links. Someone was asking about what is Fabric. I'm behind. So I dropped a playlist for like getting started with Microsoft Fabric. Philippe added more information. This is distinct count. Okay. Well, but my other question with this is you're calling out non-additive measures. You're calling out distinct count. What leads you to believe that that's what's causing the problem? Also, when you say you're running out of resources, is this out of memory error? Is it you're running out of like the compute? So CPU, CUs, we call it now, CUs. And so what exactly is the bottleneck? Also, what do you find in the capacity metrics app? And then the whole act of like digging into what that is. What are the query patterns? Which ones are causing the most problems? So those are all things. It's an optimization exercise. We do have some videos on the channel about like how to go about doing some of that. So those are all things that you need to go through. That's why it depends. There's so much. I'm also going to drop some video in the chat I did a while back. This was basically the video focuses more on we usually get a question of like, how much capacity do I need? Well, I don't know. I actually just had this question yesterday. Someone was trying to do a quote on Fabric capacities with the new workloads. And I'm like, I have no idea. You got to test it. And in some cases, depending on the workload, some of that stuff's not even available yet because it's still in public preview. But this video also goes through of like how do you know, like from a CPU perspective or whatever, or CU perspective, like things to think about and different factors that come into play. Is this the only data set in the workspace? Are there other things that are coming into play? Those are all factors that can tie into if you're getting overload or whatnot. So
I'm searching on Phil's DAX.tips right now. He has like these 3 stages, I think, and that's not what he calls of aggregations also, but 200 million rows is not a lot. That is just not a lot of data.
It's a good chunk of data, but I would argue it's not a lot, but what are you doing with it though?
And what is the shape of that fact table besides those non-additive measures? What else do you have in that column, in that table? How wide is that table from a data type perspective? And what does the other DAX look like that's running on that table? I mean, there's so many things.
Yeah, so,
I want to answer it. I just don't have enough information.
Yeah. And Sahil said for like distinct count, there's a blog to optimize distinct count and use some X. Toma mentioned it as well. I want to be careful with that because you still need to look at is it the right spot to use that? Like I still don't have enough optimization. Just say go do this because I don't know what the actual problem is. And I'm just going to throw this on the screen because Beer Brom did it, and I think it's funny. I think they were going to say the answer, but I don't know. Or maybe that's the point. Like there is, I don't know.
Hey, Matthew, I'm being really nice, Matthew. I did not say the baby was ugly. That's not what I said.
I could be your baby's ugly too, but that's the whole act of optimization, right?
That's a good one, Matthew. That is a good one.
Yeah.
That's a great one. And you know what? There's measures. Like Marco and I, we in a video, we did not show the measure that we wrote intentionally because we didn't want people. It gave the right answer, but it was really slow, and it was like not even a million rows of data. But that measure killed. Yeah. It killed the capacity. The capacity. Yeah.
So Philippe came in also and said, I'm in a premium P1, which has a limit of 25 gig. And my data model 17 gig with more than 200 million rows and order number with 100 million cardinality. Do you need order number?
Yeah.
Are you using it? Get rid of it.
Here's the problem, my friend.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. He's probably trying to do a full refresh. And he can't refresh that entire thing on a
incremental refresh. You need that at that level.
No, there's another thing you can do. Should I talk about this or should I just make the video?
Get rid of order number column. That'll free up a lot of space.
Well, get rid of order number. He needs order number. I guarantee he needs order number. That's why it's there.
Because you're doing a count?
He needs order number. Yeah, he needs order number, but it's not the same cardinality as a table.
Yeah.
No, because it's 200 million and 100 million. He can't do that.
Okay.
Right? And so he's trying to do a full refresh. There's options, partitioning, incremental refresh. Maybe none of that is possible for you. There is a video that I am working on. It's a lot of work for this video with query scale out. It's only a premium thing. Adam hates these things. Where you can get around that whole 25 gig maximum. Even if you had like this 17 gig model, you can't refresh.
Could look at aggregations.
Go ahead. You want to? Oh, absolutely. Look at aggregations, and we have a whole playlist on aggregations, right?
Yeah.
Wonder.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so this is why, Philippe, though, that it's an it depends is because there's so many things. We just got to go through everything and see like where the bottlenecks are, where we can optimize. Are there things we can do to reduce the model size? Like if the issue is refresh, there's all sorts of options there. So lots of stuff. Sorry.
You see what Jason said? I mean,
I see what Ben said too.
Adam just dropped the ultimate. It is. It's gonna work. You just wait. You just wait till you see this video. It's amazing.
Okay. I hope
process
I see
clear. Process clear. You just need to do process clear first.
All right. Anyway, Philippe, I hope that gives you. There's work to be done.
There's work to be done.
And there should be able to be a way that you can get that working. And then if you get down to the point where look, there's nothing left, maybe the answer is you got to scale up. That could be the answer, but I don't think you're there yet. All right.
That's right.
What did
That's right, Chris. Process clear makes everything fast.
Yes.
That's right.
Process clear. There you go. All right. Just go direct lake and then all your problems are solved on that front. That's fine.
There you go.
There you go. Bam. Fast.
Jason, Philippe's going to watch this video. I guarantee you Philippe's going to watch this video.
This video will be for Philippe. So, yes. Okay. Let's go with Lee. Can you create your own smart narratives in Power BI to ask your questions of the data instead of clicking on the smart narratives option?
Oh, yeah. Just start typing. Just start typing in the text box.
You just do a text box. It's immediately a smart narrative text box.
I got a video on this.
You do have a video on
There's
that.
a video somewhere.
Yes.
There's a video somewhere.
I don't know where it is, but
Out
yes,
there.
you do. You
I
did do
don't
a
know.
video on that. But yeah, just a text box.
I did,
You
yeah.
get the items to do whatever. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, you build your own. Yeah.
That wasn't an even. It depends. That wasn't even there. It was
No.
like, yes, you can do that. Hopefully, that's what you're looking for. Just do a text box. It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's amazing. All right.
Thanks, Namu, for watching my video. Thanks, Namu. See, Jason, somebody's
Namu
gonna watch
would.
my video.
Namu
Namu's gonna
would.
watch. Namu's gonna watch my video. He
Namu
would. He would watch it too. He would totally watch it.
He's a good friend like that. So
Yeah, he would totally watch.
yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right, Martin. Is there a way during trials to check which capacitor is required to run everything? Wait, what? Which fabric capacity
I think
would be
I think we already.
required? Yeah.
I think you already answered this question.
Yeah. So,
Earlier.
he was rephrasing the question. Okay, yeah. Check out
Yeah.
even the video I put on like what capacity is required. Like that still applies there as well. So, okay, moving on. Matthias, not the first question. I'm disappointed, Matthias. Are there known issues with Power BI Desktop when switching to Windows 11? I got the weirdest error messages. I've been running Power BI Desktop on Windows 11 for ever.
A long time.
Yeah, and I've not had any problems. Like, I mean, do you get errors? Sure, sometimes. But like, it's not. I haven't seen anything that relates it to Windows 11 specifically. So, I would just reword that question and just say I got the weirdest error message, and let's go from there. I don't think it has anything to do with Windows 11. That being said, it could. I don't know. I don't know what the error message is. Yes. Yes, Matthew. Yes. I don't know what the error message is. What's the error message? Was the error message when you open it up, it's like, why are you on Windows 11? Like, that would be a weird message. I doubt that. I'm joking. That wasn't the message. So, okay. All right. From @AT, it's 1 of 3, but I only see 2 of them in there. So we'll be missing the third part maybe. Can we import tables from Azure Synapse Analytics in Tabular Editor 2 and create a model? If yes, please share any docs and show us, because I could able from on-premises DB only. Second part. Can we add tables to the dataset using XMLA endpoint through Tabular Editor? Is there a way to download the report from the service if we change partitions through XMLA endpoint? Okay, there's so many things in there. Whew. All right, Patrick. I know you're like tinkering right now too. He's already got Tabular Editor up. He's already doing it.
Let's just see. I mean, yes, you can import date tables from. I mean, you create your data source. Let's see. What's the data source?
David's spot on. It's just you just connect to it with it's a SQL endpoint. So from Power BI Desktop's perspective, it doesn't necessarily care that it's Azure Synapse or a SQL database or on-prem database, cloud database. It doesn't care. It's
yeah,
SQL.
but with Tabular Editor, same thing, right?
Yeah.
You can use the Power Query connector. You can change your data source to whatever you want to change it to. Change to SQL, and then go for it. Start writing it out, and it should work.
Yeah. Again, it'd be interesting to see, like,
so-
if you did it, like, were you hitting any problems, or like there may be some specific things with your scenario that's not working. Like, is it behind a firewall and it can't connect? I don't know.
What am I missing?
Yeah. So the other thing is, like, is there a way to download the report from the service after you've changed partitions with the XMLA endpoint? That's going to block download of the. So there was an improvement where you can still download the report, but what it does is in that Power BI desktop file, it's now live connected to the data set. That was an update that happened not too long ago. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, it's already 10 o'clock.
I know.
Wow, there were so many other questions in the queue. Oh my gosh. I guess that's another confirmation for Patrick that I talk too much.
Wait a minute.
What?
Did you know? I just asked you this question yesterday. Did you know they announced this yesterday?
Yes, I do.
How did I miss this?
don't know.
I actually remember I was like, hey, if I have two databases on the same server and I want to have different connection strings,
Yeah.
I'm like, can't do that. As of yesterday, you can.
Yes.
What the?
It's the speed of the cloud, man. It's the speed of the cloud. All right. Chatmaster C says she is clearing the queue. Apologies, there were a lot of other questions in the queue. We did not get to them, obviously. So, do you want to drop the link in the chat, Patrick, so that everyone can know what you're talking about? It was on the Fabric blog, Matthew. Yes. So, Chatmaster C has cleared the queue. Members, you can get your questions in. For those that are unaware, so one of the perks of being a member is we go into this member-only chat, which we will be going into. So only members and moderators can participate in the chat. Everyone else can still watch the stream, but if we didn't get to your question, I apologize. We never get through all of them. And so come back next time. We'll be here next week. Get in early. Get your question in early so we make sure we get to it. And then to learn more about being a member, check out the join button down below, or I'll drop the link in the chat again. Again, no commitment required. Just thank you for checking it out. And yes. Okay. Going to be super chats always take priority. So if we didn't get to your question and you really wanted answered, a super chat will bypass everything, and that will be the next question answered. If you do a super chat, just make sure you type in the question with it, so that it is effective. All right, going over to member only chat. I know, Patrick, your mind is blown. Your mind is blown. All right, members, get your questions in. I see one. And Els, thank you for becoming a member. Much appreciated. And Benny, how excited are you for those shareable cloud connections that were announced yesterday?
I am really excited, Benny. I am really excited.
There were a lot of people asking for that, so I'm happy that is out now. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited.
Yes. Yes. All right. So typically also one of the benefits of being a member at the visitor and producer tiers, you can pre-submit a question. We do not have any pre-submitted questions today. So we're just going right into the queue. Thomas, I think he asked this earlier. You already mentioned
so
that.
I don't have time. I didn't have time because all the excitement. But Mr. Phil Seamark has a great blog post where he shows you how to use concatenate X to debug. And I just put it in the chat. And Thomas, Phil and I have been talking about doing this video forever. I'll get with Phil at some point and we'll get this video recorded.
Is that like the other video you said you're working on and it'll be out at some point in the future? And then...
Well, this shareable connections, that needs to be the next video that's on the YouTubes. We need to record that this afternoon, tomorrow, Monday. We need to record this video like right now.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it. You focus on the video you said you're going to work on. Like you got stuff on your plate, my friend.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh my goodness. All right.
So take a look at that one, Thomas. Take a look at that blog post. Phil has a good examples.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The YouTubes. Yeah, the YouTubes, Thomas. The YouTubes.
The YouTubes.
Tom.
Yes. All right, Toma. Any way to sync slicers across reports in the same workspace? Nope. Not talking cross report drill through. No, sync slicers are only have context within the one report that may have
Across
multiple
the
pages within the pages within a report. So they cannot be used outside. And so you'd have to use you could do some DAX trickery and like do some build out a URL with a filter, query string filter. But that's similar to doing like cross report drill through. So it's still, the way I would say to do it would be to use like filter string stuff if you needed to.
And then you could pass them.
Got a video. We've got a few videos on that. Yeah. But then you could pass context over.
Toma.
Not even
I don't have
with
any tricks, Toma.
Well, no. That's why I said with URL parameters, you can do that.
You can, but there's some little nuances
it's not the same
about
thing.
it.
It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that would be the only real option. So cross report drill, URL, query string parameters, and then sync slicers within a report. But if you want to go cross report, those are the two things.
Yeah.
Now your other option, if you want to go extreme, is you could go with like an embedded solution, and then you could do whatever you want.
Yeah, then we have to call
Sky's
Ted.
the limit.
Then we need to call
Through the magic of code. Right?
Ted to write all that code for you.
Anything's possible with code. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. All right, Scott. I know you resubmitted it with the Q colon. Scott also called out right after posting. He's like, "Oh my gosh, Q colon! I forgot." So we'll ride with the one without the Q colon. He did circle back on that, so that's good. All right. So will data warehouse in Fabric have any inherent performance lifts versus Lakehouse? Will the data warehouse engine have additional indexing, caching, or voodoo magic that Lakehouse doesn't?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
I actually do know the answer to this.
Okay, great.
There are differences. So the one of the big differences between Lakehouse and Warehouse is that Lakehouse isn't necessarily like the typical transactional SQL that you're used to. And so from the warehouse side of it, which is and this is not exactly true, so don't like get hooked up on this, but I'm going to equate it in Azure Synapse Analytics. We can equate loosely that Lakehouse is similar to serverless SQL, and whereas Warehouse is similar to dedicated SQL, in the sense that the SQL engine is actually in play on the warehouse side of it, where we're basically using Spark on the Lakehouse side of it. And so from that standpoint, we can do certain things from an indexing perspective and other items like that. So you will get some of those benefits on the warehouse side that you wouldn't necessarily have on the Lakehouse side. So, but stay tuned for more information on that. There's going to be a lot more news coming on how you can go about doing those things. But yeah, there are going to be some other things you're used to from a SQL side when you go the warehouse route.
So Bogdan and Stan posted a 3-series video over on the Synapse YouTube channel. You should go watch all 3 of those videos. They are amazing videos. Bogdan kind of breaks some stuff down and explain how it all works.
Bogdan would know.
Works under the covers. So Scott, I will go watch those videos also, and stay tuned over there to that channel because they'll keep talking about everything that's happening with the data warehouse.
We should just bring
everything
Bogdan.
Fabric.
We should bring Bogdan here and let him talk about it. So for those that don't know, Bogdan is the corporate vice president in charge of all the Synapse stuff. So the Lakehouse warehouse stuff, that all rolls up under him. So he would know.
Yeah, so we just need to get him on.
And if you really want to get into the weeds on query performance optimizations inside of Warehouse, we could bring in our friend Connor, who is responsible for all the. That's who
we should bring.
That's
who we should
bring.
Like,
we really want to get in the weeds. Like, he's the man. Like, he's doing it. Like, him and his team, they're in charge of performance on Warehouse, and
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe after GA, we'll bring Connor.
Yeah.
So, and maybe he could do a demo or something just to illustrate.
Yeah.
How bananas it'll be.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a great idea, Adam. That's a great idea.
Yeah. More weeds. Awesome. All right. You're welcome, Scott. I'm glad.
Yeah. You're welcome, Scott.
Yes. And then Benny dropping the link.
Thank you, Benny. Thanks, Benny. Right. That's what I was talking about right there.
All right, Kevin, since OneLake is using ADLS Gen 2 behind the scenes, is the encryption at rest the default used by ADLS Gen 2? I'd have to look at how ADLS Gen 2 infrastructure. I've got to believe encryption at rest is there. I can't speak confidently about it, though. I'd have to go look at what their security white papers are on that front. I got to believe it's there, though. I can't imagine it wouldn't be.
I got to believe.
But we'd have to look up on the ADLS Gen 2 side of things. And then, so in terms of Fabric and Power BI, I know we had the Power BI security white paper that does need to be updated for Fabric. Power BI did also include encryption at rest. And again, I'm gonna make an assumption here. I want to be very clear. This is an assumption. We need the documents to be updated so that this is a factual thing. Oh my gosh, Benny getting his fries with mayo.
Later, Benny. Later, Benny.
But we're also gonna, like, on the Fabric side, that's also gonna, like, support encryption at rest. But again, we need the documents to be updated so that we can link to that and be sure that that is what's communicated. So it's a good question, and those are definitely things that you should be validating if you're doing security reviews and things of that nature. Okay, all right. Carrie, how you doing, Carrie? Another friend from Australia. Very late for you. Appreciate you being here. How can we speed up PBI core visual development? I'm excited and impatient. That's Patrick's question.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
So,
can we talk about query scale out a little bit? That's my question.
So when you're talking about the Power BI core visual, I'm assuming this is referring, Carrie, keep me honest, is this the stuff that Miguel Myers is working on that he's been talking about with, like, the actual visual updates within inside of Power BI? Is that correct? Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I will tell you, that's going to be a journey. There's a lot of work to do and not enough people to do it. So please, the P in Power BI is for patience on that front. They do have a plan. They have a journey. It's just going to take a little bit. So, and they have specific things they're gonna push on. I know Miguel did show a bunch of us on the Fabric Cat team some further details from what he shared publicly. I can't tell you specifically what those are, but I can tell you it makes me even more excited, and the fact that I want that all right now.
All of it.
Yes. PBI equals please be impatient. Oh,
Please be patient.
I like impatient. Impatient's an I.
Impatient, right?
Yeah, so I'm right there with you, Carrie. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be coming. That's going to be great. But we got to. It's seriously. He's got a plan. Like, and this plan is like a multi-year plan of like a bunch of stuff that he wants to go after. So it is going to take a little bit of time. I'm excited though. So. All right. I saw Matthew by hibernating in winter months.
That was
the other thing that changed my perception of the passage of time was COVID. So maybe another pandemic would help there as well. I don't know.
Oh no! Don't even say that. Don't even say that. Don't even say that. Please don't say that.
So bad.
Oh,
That's
that is awful. Carrie, congratulations on the new job. Congratulations on the new job. Paul said you got a new job. Oh. They are lucky. They are lucky. Nice. So yeah, congratulations. Yeah.
So yes, Scott. that was Patrick.
Please
like,
stop.
no,
Thank you, Scott. That. Please, no. No.
All right. So we gotta get Carrie to Power Platform Conference though.
Yeah.
I don't know how to make that
congratulations
happen.
Congratulations on the new job.
Yes. All right. By the way, if you guys have questions, get them in. Like, Robin just put one in, so that's the one that's up. Also, Robin got a new job as well, so she's no longer at 3Cloud. Related somewhat to Carrie's. Yeah, congratulations. Related somewhat to Carrie's question, are we still looking at more updates for options in current visualizations? I really would like to be able to specifically the column width thing on tables and matrices. Yes, that is a feedback item. So go to ideas and get that voted up. It is something that they're aware of. I will say I don't know for sure if Miguel necessarily wanted to say this, but I'm going to say it. I'm confident it's fine. The table and matrices stuff is going to take a little bit longer than the other things. So some other things have to happen up front before they can get to the table. It's like a build-up. It's a journey. And so I can't say specifically whether the column width thing is going to be there. I don't know about that. I do know that he does have plans to tackle some feedback around tables and matrices, but the other stuff has to happen first to lay the foundation for those updates. So it's going to be a little bit. Yes. Turn text wrap off by default. Okay. Ideas. So excellent. Yes, Jason, Power Platform Conference is in 29 days. I'm excited for that. David coming in. Thank you, David. What you got, David? Where it is? I don't have it yet. Come on.
Any
There it is.
idea?
Yeah, I had to wait for it to come in. Any idea when the Azure visual will take over from the Bing one? So what David left out, a critical component of this question was it's about the map. So yes, Azure Maps, it's coming. I don't necessarily have a timeline that I can talk about. Yeah, Azure Maps. Again, that's a common thing that's being asked. So stay tuned. P is for patience.
No.
So everything mapped. I just, what about the lonely shape maps? It's been in preview forever. Lonely shape maps. Everyone forgets about shape
done.
maps.
Azure Maps gonna just take over them all. Take over all of them.
Yes. Thomas says you are not PMs. I don't know if that was directed at us or not. Technically, we are PMs, but not in the sense that you're referring to. So, and it's a good thing that
not a
that's
feature.
There's a reason why.
No. No, not Patrick.
Yes. Yes, Jason, there should be so yes, at Power Platform Conference, we haven't announced that yet at all. But we need to announce that. I'm going to announce it. That Tuesday night
today,
at Power
right
Platform
now.
Conference. Right now, you're hearing it at Power Platform Conference. That Tuesday at the conference from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. is a social hour. A fabric. You had a name for it, Jason. What was it? It was Fabric. It wasn't Fabric Fun Time. It was Fabric something. It was catchy. I liked it. Please say it in the chat. You said something.
Wait, do we have
Friends
more?
of Fabric
We don't have
social
any more-
hour. That's what it was. We don't have any questions in the queue.
We don't have any questions in the queue.
No,
We can't go back and
everyone's
look at the
kinda-
old questions. The questions from non-members.
I can. I have that ability. We can. Hang on. We'll grab a couple. If we don't get any more questions from members, we'll go back and grab a couple.
Okay.
But yes, Friends of Fabric social hour. So 7:30 to 5:30 to 7:30. It'll be inside the MGM at it's called the Losers Bar, but it's where the winners will go.
That's where the winner will
Yes,
go.
at Losers. Yes.
Oh, he just put it 5:30 to 7:30 at Losers.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. And you know how I can do this magic of pulling previous questions even though the queue is cleared, Patrick? Because they put Q colon in front of it, and so I can filter by Q colon.
There you
Now,
go. There you
what I
go.
can't do is know. Like, I just have to remember: did I answer the question or not? So,
Yeah.
So let's see here. Let's see where. Okay. Let's go with Thomas here. Thomas had a question from before. Oh, Ben. All right. I'll do yours next, Ben. Sorry. Is there any update on how Fabric will organize security on top of OneLake? And so what was announced at Build is One Security. There was a video in the OneLake presentation that Josh Kaplan did. He did talk about One Security within that session, so go check that out. It's also, if you go look, I think it's on the day 2 event on the Guy in a Cube channel, the Build event. If you go find, and there's chapters in there too, go look for the OneLake session. And in that session, Josh talks about One Security. I haven't really heard of any updates on that publicly, but that's the thing you're looking for is One Security, and that will be coming at some point. It's not out yet, but that's the answer to that. Okay. Sorry, Ben had a question. David.
What do you say?
He said,
yeah.
So he said,
Yeah,
One Security, but I still can't stop free users from uploading to personal workspaces. Yeah. Ideas.fabric.microsoft.com. Definitely. All right. Ben, Power BI guy. Go check out his YouTube channel. He does awesome live streams with conversations with folks.
Awesome live streams. Yep.
What is the best method to schedule a Power BI desktop download? For example, if I want a weekly download for a report for archiving. Power Automate is the first thing I think of. And then, so Jason
There's a
said
REST
Power.
API.
Well, so hang on. So Jason said Power Automate desktop, and you can automate the clicks. I or code. And the code thing, I would say go with that before the Power Automate desktop. Especially right now as Fabric is still public preview, so there may be some UI updates that could break the Power Automate desktop. But there is a REST API to download the Power BI desktop file. And so you could automate off of that via PowerShell or whatever through Power Automate and do that, and then kick it off on a schedule. And or if you don't want to use Power Automate, you can PowerShell the REST API and then use whatever automation tool of your choice. But when you do go to Power Automate, use that. Yes.
So Robin just posted something. It's not, she didn't put Q colon, but I'm very interested. It says, I had someone on my team that figured out how to stop people uploading. How did they do it?
I know exactly how they did it.
What's the know?
I know how they did it.
How?
They took the mouse away.
They took their mouse away. Everybody wants to know, Robin. Everybody wants to know.
Everybody wants to know. How?
Everybody wants to know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'm not
that I should say.
Which probably means it's not a supported thing, but hey, it's a hack, right? They asked them to stop.
That's what Carrie says. They asked them to stop. Robin hadn't responded. Okay. All right. I guess she's not.
So Robin's just going to keep it she's going to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
Yes. The Git integration is also good. I know Kevin mentioned that, and people are chiming in on that. So it's like, all right. Oh, David said there's I know the JavaScript libraries to block on the firewall side. So yeah. Yeah. So I think you could probably do some other. All of these are kind of hacks, but I'm sure you could do something like a browser plugin that is forced from administration that could then like potentially block certain actions. So like there's stuff you could do. Kevin, I don't know that we would put that on the guide. Like if it was said during the live stream in the chat, whatever. But I don't know that I'm gonna call attention to that with a
Look what she
video.
said. Look what she said. Look what she said. Look at her
Let's
response.
just say you can't upload to what doesn't exist. Yeah, but
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, but that's actually got my mind thinking too of like, are there things you could do also from a JavaScript perspective? Again, I'm thinking like browser plugins, because like there's browser plugins for like if you're in the Azure portal. I know presenters use this where it blurs out like the subscription ID just in the browser. It's a browser plugin that does that. And so would you have like a forced browser plugin that could basically strip out like the My Workspace stuff? So there's things you could potentially do. That's interesting. I never thought about that, but how to hack your. That's a new channel we're spinning up. All right, cool. Robin, am I anywhere close to like what the? Am I thinking down the right path, or is it something completely somewhere else? So, all right, let's go.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, we have more. Thomas.
No.
How to implement CI/CD with Power BI Desktop? I mean,
can't you use that Timdo thing, the new developer mode,
not with Power BI Desktop. So because it's not supported in desktop directly, like in terms of like it's still outputting the timsol, I think, in the desktop file.
No. You can go in developer mode. Go look at the deep dive that Rudy wrote. Yeah. You can go in developer mode. It outputs it in that Timdo. You put that in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like do it in Git. Like that's how you do it. Like output it to the. Yeah. Save it as a PBIP, a project file.
Yep.
Yeah. That's in Timdal. The output there is Timdal. I thought it was still timsol.
Man, you know I don't know the answer to these things. It's not data modeling. It's not DAX. It's not servers. You know I don't know the answer to these things, man.
Yes.
Get Rui.
Yes.
Ask Rui.
Okay. All right. Robin said it's something else from what I've been mentioning. So share it with me privately, Robin. I want to know. And then
Timsol is not supported. It is not
that's
supported.
what I said.
Okay.
So I was like, I didn't think it was there yet.
Okay.
Like, I think they want to do that, but it's not.
Look what Crystal said. Don't ask Patrick the hard questions. No.
Yeah. So I'm like Patrick speaking on developer things. I'm like, wow, this is new. Ooh, yes, Timsel. That's what I thought. I was like, Timtal. Like, when did they put Timtal in there? Like, that's not.
Servers. Let's build a lake house. Let's write some Python. Let's do some of that stuff.
All right. Robin, let me know, though. I want to know. Gilbert, what music are you using? Right now, it's just a rights free thing. That's just soft background stuff. That's not that interesting. I use other things for the intro music. Check out the description. I got stuff in there for.
Oh.
What? What?
Oh, I thought he meant headsets.
Oh, these are the Arctic Silver Pros. Yes. Or as I like to call them, my Princess Leia headset.
Because that's what they look like.
Yeah, SteelSeries Arctic Silver Pro. But they came out with a new version too. We have the older version. They are comfy, but more importantly, they work well with my audio setup and Patrick's audio setup.
Yeah,
the base station can
really
plug
comfy
in to the GoXLR very nicely, so we can control everything.
I mean, so comfy. I'd rather wear these than those little over-the-ear plug. Oh, I hate those things.
Yes, but those make you look good, Patrick.
Uh-huh.
All right. Where are we at? Oh, we got a couple more minutes. Let me grab. There was no more questions. Let's go. Back to the queue.
Oh, thanks, Jason.
Local year. I'm sure Jason complimented you somehow. That was probably just whatever. Which license will get Power BI Copilot? I have no idea because they have not announced that yet. So stay tuned. Now, I can tell you with the DAX Copilot that's there, does that require premium?
It's just on the desktop.
Yeah, it works on desktop.
It does not require
It just works. Yes. Yeah. So, yeah. So stay tuned on other stuff. Oh no,
Carrie, I'm still, trying to figure out if I'm going to cut the beard out. I haven't made a decision to go goatee.
Okay, I'm going to share something about Patrick that probably no one knows, but I'm going to share. I know Patrick. I speak Patrick. When Patrick goes to make a decision as intense as do I shave the goatee or do I buy a monitor, he potentially circles for a little bit on that. And by a little bit, that could be an upwards of 9 months or so, or longer. And so he's very thoughtful about it. He takes his time. He doesn't want to make a rash decision, and so it's not going to happen next week. I'm going to tell you that.
Look at the nice comment from Chatmaster C. Just such a beautiful comment. But anyway, yeah, such a lovely comment from Chatmaster C. And you're just going to ignore it. Okay, we got a few more questions.
Yes, we did. All right. Let's go with Paul. Does anyone know a good Power BI template app to analyze Power Query diagnostics? The Mecum.
Ooh,
the Mecum. That's not a Power BI template app, though. Patrick kind of let that one go. I don't know if... I don't know if like an actual app out there to do that. Now, one thing I will say though, like if you're going through the gateway though, go look at Rui's thing for the gateway monitor. Yeah. That thing's amazing. Yeah. And you'll see some of the mashup stuff in there. But if you're actually looking for Power BI desktop, the Mecum's the only thing I'm aware of. But
what if you're not going through the gateway? What if it's a cloud service? How do I see all the Power Query, the mashup engine stuff?
You're not going to see
log analytics.
That's going to show you the DAX. That'll show you from like what a profiler trace would show you, and you could infer some of that, but you're not going to see the exact mashup stuff on that perspective.
Because I thought about this. I've been thinking about this, making a new Mecum. I've been thinking about making a new Mecum, but I don't know how to do it if you're not going through the gateway. Let's talk to some people. I'm sure we could talk to some people that may know an answer to that. Stay tuned, Paul. We'll talk to some people.
Fabricent said Reed Havens has one too, but for like what specifically do they have? Something that analyzes Power Query from Power BI Desktop or the gateway stuff? So, but yeah, I mean, there's some stuff I'll be honest, I haven't looked at it. Yes.
Yeah,
So Gaston, that's the visualize your refresh. That's using the profiler. That thing's amazing, but that still is looking at the DAX side or the profiler tray side of it, not the mashup, like the Power Query stuff specifically.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Whereas Patrick's Mecum was the mashup engine query monitor. Something. Yeah. That was specifically going after those things. So, all right. I know we're over time, but Chris did have an important question for you, Patrick.
Yeah.
Are you lonely now that no kids?
So this weekend
She's in the house.
they're both home. They're both home this weekend
For the long weekend. So in the U.S., we have a long weekend, Labor Day weekend. And so they're home visiting for a few short days, and then empty nester again. But then we're going to Germany, so you know.
So that's what I was about to say. To be honest, I have not been here. I have not been in this house.
Yeah.
Because I'm all alone.
Yes, Carrie,
Jason
release
does
the
call me
Mecum.
every day. Yeah.
Release the
Mecum.
Release the Mecum. Yes. That's like we're in conference season 2, so it feels like between the conferences too, it's just gonna roll really fast because it's like 2 or 3 weeks in between, and then we're gone again, and so.
Yep.
Oh my goodness! All right, we are over time. Thank you everyone, as always. Amazing stream. I love it. Patrick,
where in Germany are we going? Power BI guy asks, where are we going in Germany? Power BI
SQL Conference.
Where are we going?
It's SQL Conference. It's outside of Frankfurt. I don't know where it is exactly. It's out. We're flying into Frankfurt, and it's like a short drive outside of Frankfurt.
Yep. No words of wisdom. No words of wisdom.
No words of wisdom.
Man. Go.
What does that mean?
Not this week.
What does that mean?
Just
Patrick's tired. That's what it means. Patrick's done. Patrick's done. All right, everyone. So stay up with the socials. Engage with the community. Put out content to help other people learn. Get involved in Saturday morning learning. Do something out there to help your knowledge of both Power BI and Microsoft Fabric, and share that out with others. I encourage you to do that. All right. With that, everyone, thank you so much for being here. We will see you next Saturday, and just see you on the internets. All right. See ya.
I circle round, but you double back every time I turned you. There are facts around.